Hello, everyone, and welcome to Little Meatballs Nursery. That's right, guys. My nursery name, has now changed from Frozen in Time to Little Meatballs Nursery. Um, I think I just needed a little switch up, a little refresher, a little change with my entire nursery. And if you watch my video from Monday, I had put my girls up for sale, my reborn babies, guys, my reborn babies. Um, and one of them did sell. I still have the other one, which I have a potential mommy for that one, but so I kind of want to wait. I kind of wanted to wait before selling this one because today I got not one, but two new babies in the mail.
Really?
Yes. So I have two new babies, and I am doing a whole nursery switch up. I am, from this point moving forward, only looking to add baby boys to my collection. I've been there, done that with the girls. They just never stay. They never stick around. So some of the boys don't neither, but for the most part, I feel like I bond better with my reborn boys. So that is the direction I'm moving in. It also opens up a new world as far as dressing abilities, because then if you only have one gender to dress in one size, then you can expand your wardrobe without having to make some harsh decisions all the time, which I don't want to do that anymore either. I want to be able to enjoy the stuff I buy, enjoy the stuff I receive in Happy Mail, and know that it is going to, that it's going to stay. Now, hey, that's not to say that anything I get in Happy Mail stays, which brings me to my reminder that along with the new nursery name, I did add a brand new description of my channel and what to expect from my channel and what I expect from my viewers. So go check that out. And that'll give you a little update on my nursery as well. So it is now Little Meatballs Nursery, and I want to thank Christina over at Cuddles by Christina for helping me pick that name, because I switched it up late last night, I think it was. I said, you know what, this just isn't working for me anymore. I need just a new name. I need just something new and refreshing that I can look to more joyful, happy, peaceful times on my channel and enjoy what I love best. And that is obviously all of you, my viewers, and me, and my nursery, and my dolls, and my collection, and just bring you guys happy times, And so I kind of want to step away from any drama or any kind of, back and forth kind of stuff. I don't want that on my channel. And so I kind of had to this week, take a step back and kind of reassess things to, what I want moving forward for my channel, and what I want to bring to my channel, and what I don't want on my channel. So, I haven't made a video since Monday because I've been trying to, take into consideration all those things, all the while dealing with other issues in my life. But I will talk about that in a little bit. I just want to get through. I did make some notes here. And so I'm kind of going to follow those for a little bit. Not really a little bit. It's just going to take probably 5 minutes to say everything that I wrote down. It took me so I want to start by thanking Christina for realizing that we are all so much more than just the mistakes we make. And as long as we can learn and grow from those mistakes, then we're on the right path. And so thank you, Christina. I also want to give some shout outs to some dear viewers and friends that have all continued to support me and my channel, and to keep checking in on me, to make sure, just to say, hey, how are you doing? Or hey, or, how are things going today? Or, to give advice, or just to listen, or whatever it may be. And just a few of those people are Mirabette at Mirabette's Little Angels, Michelle Hatton, Sherry, Alicia, of course, at Pad Little Ones, Pad Me Little Padawans, I'm sorry, and Janice, of course. And so, I have, like I said, thought about this all week of what I wanted to say, what I should and what I shouldn't say. And you know what? I don't have to explain myself to anyone. I just have to be able to deal with myself and explain to myself. And like I said, learn and move along in peace and joy, and learn and grow. That's all I could do. All the, apologies in the world aren't going to change anything that has happened. And that being said, I came across the video this morning from Belinda's Babies, and actually I think she said it really well. She said it the best. And when I watched her video, I was like, yes, I agree. And so that's where I am directing you guys to go, is to Belinda's Babies, and go check out her latest video. I think she posted it about 24 hours ago or so. And so I am going to be moving on with my channel with what I love best: dolls, box openings, giveaways, change in chat sometimes, although I'm not too fond of those, and sharing family stories, and, just not responding to drama, and not being impulsive, and just going along with my channel, my day, and knowing that I am being the best person that I could be moving forward. And that is that. Then I did just want to, before we do the box opening, because I do have a box right in front of me that we are going to open together. The 4th of July was yesterday. Today is the 5th. And I hope everybody had a happy and safe 4th of July. I was resting early. My husband actually went out to the balcony, and remember, I was telling you guys Monday that we can actually see and hear the fireworks that are in the downtown park from here. And then I actually was discussing this with Ethan on Monday's video about if he would actually want to go someplace to watch the fireworks anyway. But he was sick last night. But anyway, he was sick all day yesterday. Really bad virus, throwing up and stuff like that. So, why are you laughing at me? Because how I said virus?
Virus.
Okay, yeah, sure. Time to make fun of mom time. I do have Ethan and Stitch here with me. And so Stitch is just going to give me some honest opinions, I guess, on the dolls that I open. I'm probably going to do $1 in each video. I don't know if I'm going to open both at once. It really depends. Christina asked me if I was going to open both together or separately. You know what? I don't have my light on. That's a problem. That's why it was looking a little, I don't think it makes much of a difference. But anyway, so it really, like I told Christina, it really all depends on how long this takes me to open one box. It depends on how my mood is after I open the box, and it depends on how my kids' moods, my real children, how their mood is going after I open this box, because it's the summer and you just never know here. So we're going to just, go along and see, what happens. But I am actually, it's a good thing we didn't go to the park last night, because I actually read the news this morning, and there was actually an active shooter at that park last night around the firework time. Thank God nobody was killed, but they did catch the person that was actively, they were shooting. They were open fire. So yeah, that was good that we didn't go. They were explaining kind of with the people that were there that everybody was scattering real quick. I would imagine, Um, so it was scary, to read that. And that's why I don't like to gather in places like that. I just don't. I don't trust it. I think this world is really, it's just not good. It's just not good. So, um, and then the night before, I actually ended up in the emergency room. Um, and long story short, I have to wear a diaper. And yeah, the funny, I have to depend on a depends. And that's just how it is. I lost all control of my bladder. It was like my water broke, but it was my bladder. And so I have to, my bladder is not laying properly, like where it should. And so I have to make an appointment with a GYN and a urologist on Monday. So the referrals were sent over, and I have to call and make appointments with both of them. They can look, better into the exact position or whatever, what needs to be done. So for now, where it depends, and I'm taking the doctor gave me a 30-day supply of a bladder control medication, which I'm not sure, because there's side effects to every medication, but he said there are some pretty serious side effects to this one. He said that he would have no problem sending me home with a catheter in, but, um, you know, that can cause a whole array of other issues like infection or stuff like that. So he, you know, was not suggesting it, but he was willing to do it if that's what I chose to do. Um, so, I guess my babies aren't the only ones that I'll be buying diapers for, for a while anyway. And then, again, this is an ER doctor, so he's not in the field of that. But he said that he has had other patients come in there, that have to wear, full kind of like internal armor for your, organs, So, he said that could happen when you have multiple abdominal surgeries, including C-sections and other things like that. Also, you have weakened pelvic floor and also, and also he said stress does play a big part in it, that could have, kind of not caused it, but pushed it, because there is such a thing as stress incontinence, and he explained that whole thing to me too. So I think this past month in general probably has just been very stressful for me, and I have to learn of new ways to cope with that stress and to not get myself in a position where I am very anxious and all that kind of stuff. So that is up to me to do. And my book did come, and I'll show you briefly before I start the box opening. But my workbook did come, which I am very excited about, and I actually started reading it. Again, I didn't really get too much into it because it was late when I got back. I think this book came the day before yesterday. Yeah, while I was at the hospital, I think it actually got here. So, I kind of read the introduction a little bit, and when I was reading the introduction, I was like, wow, this book has the potential to help me a lot. So, I do recommend it so far. Again, I only read the introduction, but it seems like it would be a very helpful tool to, to help you through some negative thinking and the process and what you can do. It also has, like, I told my son Jack actually that we should do this together, because he also has a lot of anxiety and worrying thoughts and stuff like that. And this is kind of a tool to help you when you're not at therapy, because therapy is only like once a week, and then you see a doctor once a month, something like that. And so this kind of helps you for in between. And as I did flip through the book, and they tell you, like, they just give you different exercises throughout the book. And then like here it'll tell you like the strategy of what you're trying to do. So like avoidance or thought stopping, and then it will tell you the explanation and an example of what that actually means. Because a lot of times, somebody could tell me something like, I appreciate everything that Janice talks about to me. I truly do. But sometimes, especially in text messages, it's hard to understand completely and the context of what the other person is talking about. So it can get kind of misrepresented. Is that how you say it? Misrepresented. Represented wrongly. I don't know how to say it. Okay. And especially as I'm, getting older, and the medications I take as well, sometimes causes confusion. And I do, especially if I'm in, one of my like, like for example, this past Sunday, it was my mom's birthday. And so I was in a very stressful and upset and sad mood to begin with. And so when, if somebody was to ask me something or start talking to me, a lot of times when I'm in moods like that, I start to get more anxious and more nervous, and it's very confusing for me, a lot of things to answer correctly or not fully think about the question or understand, because I don't understand it maybe correctly. And so, which Janice also was helping me with, to actually, you don't have to always answer somebody, and you don't have to always answer them right away neither. Like, take the time to actually think about what that person is saying to you and then respond. So you don't always it doesn't always have to be an instant answer. And a lot of times that's how I have been, that I always feel like I have to answer right away. And that's not the case. There is no rush to answer anybody, anything. And so, work in progress. And I'm going to be, learning these things. And I'm grateful that I have friends still surrounding me with good advice and things that I could actually use and, be able to apply to my everyday. And so that I am grateful and thankful. And as I go through this book, I'm willing to share some things with you guys. I mean, I'm obviously not going to, broadcast my entire, life, but yeah, so I was telling Jack that we should do this together, and I don't have to like write in the book, like we can, copy these pages or, write it separately. In fact, I don't think I should write it in the book. But yeah, there's a lot of good exercises in here, a lot of good thinking, before you act and before you talk type things, and the contributing factors, what causes these things possibly. So it's just, so far, I think it's an easier book to understand, which again, my brain sometimes needs, because more complicated things get, the more so yes. So I just wanted to show that to you guys. But anyway, okay, so we're going to actually get to why we're here, right? Well, that's never just the one reason, because, on my channel, especially if you've been with me for a while, you know that I never just get straight to anything. It's kind of more all over the place, but I'm going to use what I've been learning so far and try to not, I'm still going to tell my stories. I'm still going to, kind of reminisce with you guys, especially about my mom and my family stories. I love doing that because it helps to keep their memory alive in my memory, and just to be able to talk to them, and, it makes me, happy, and to think of them. And I know you guys enjoy those stories. So, I'm not going to totally, change that, but I'm going to try not to, one thing I'm not going to do is come on here and make a video when my emotions are running too high, because then, you know, sometimes things are said that you can't take back, and I don't want to do that. So lots of fun moving forward, lots of exciting things. And it starts with today and my new nursery name. And I thought it was fitting because I am going to have a bunch of little meatballs in my nursery. Okay? So, Little Meatballs Nursery, here we come. First baby to enter Little Meatballs Nursery. All right? So, okay. So here we go. Today's actually a lot cooler than it has been over here. I have a sweater on, and we have no AC right now on. But I think it's like... Is Dad out here? No. Oh. I think it's like... Ethan, does it say on your computer what the temperature is outside currently? I think it's got to be like upper 60s, I would say. No, but I can show you. So... So yes. So what? What is it?
So yes.
No, because I was burping.
Oh.
But while Ethan's looking for the current temperature. Oh wait, it might say up there 72. It's 72 degrees today.
Cloudy.
So, and cloudy, yes. But the sun does look like it's coming through now. I'm getting a lot of heartburn. Oh, and I didn't even eat today. Wait, what did I have earlier?
Food.
Anyway, no, I had half an English muffin and a half of a hot pretzel. That's what I had all day. So, anyway, so these dolls, I didn't plan on getting two, obviously, but because I did sell the one girl so far, I was able to get the second one, but someone still has to go. So, like I said, I still have Sierra, which is the preemie full-in baby. So I still have her. I don't want to say she's still available till I open these and know what I'm doing. So the idea was that I was going to wait for these two to get here, open them both, and then see out of the three which one I could let go. So rather than sell her right away, which is what I would usually do and be impulsive about it and say, I have to sell it, I have to sell it, and keep lowering it and taking pennies for it. No. So I held off and waited till these got here. And then I will decide from there which one will be for sale. And so that I'm not impulsive about it. So I know which one out of the three I could do without. These are much needed. Like I just explained, I have had one hell of a month between my own personal health and then my husband's surgery and other things going on with just everything in my life, okay? Ex-friends and just things that have happened. And so I feel like I deserve this. I deserve this, and I'm going to be happy about it. I'm going to enjoy it. And here we go. Here we go. Okay. So this baby, I will say from the start, as I'm opening it, I'm going to explain this baby. So this one, I actually never liked this sculpt. I will say that off the bat. I've never liked this kit. And I think that is partially because I don't usually like this type of face on a doll. I don't usually like the expression. Now, when I seen this baby, and this is why I tell you guys all the time that it doesn't necessarily 100% have to do with liking the kit itself. I mean, you have to like it to a certain extent, but when you see it done by a different artist, or when you see it painted at all, because as the blank kit, I would say no, I would never pick it. But when you see a doll that is done in a particular, I should have cut this open beforehand, in a particular painting style that you love. Now everybody loves something, different. So whether that be rooted hair, painted hair, cuddle baby, full limb baby, um, light painting, dark painting, everybody has their own. So when you see a doll that, looks really, really nice to how you like it done, it kind of, to be honest with you, I didn't even realize that this was this kit until I read it. When I just looked at the pictures, I didn't even guess at first. And I'm usually pretty good with that. Wow, she really taped the heck out of this. Well, that's good, but this was actually another doll. Both these dolls came from the West Coast. This doll in particular was actually in my state again. So what I'm realizing is there are actually quite a few artists that live in my state. So yeah, I didn't realize that this kit was the kit at first. I then seen it and I was like, should I, shouldn't I? Right? Because I never liked the kit before. Then I got the opinions of one of my dolly friends, Christina, and she actually has this kit in her own collection and she loves her. And so I put it on reserve. The seller was nice enough to put it on reserve for me. Then I kind of decided that, what am I doing? I'm like, what am I doing? You don't like this kit. Maybe you shouldn't get it. And I kind of felt bad because a past dolly friend did have this kit and I never liked it. And she really enjoyed the kit. I know that. But she wasn't too fond of, I think, the painting of the kit. So that's why I'm saying different kits, different artists, different style painting can make or break a doll. So I told the seller, you know what? I'm not going to take the doll. So this was like the day after I put on reserve, or 2 days maybe after. So she took it off reserve and I told Christina about it. I was like, I took it off. I can't do it, And she was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Because, the way the doll is painted, you'll shortly see that it's gorgeously painted. And I knew that I wasn't going to find another doll with this kit painted exactly like how I would like it painted. And this doll is sold out. It's a sold out kit. So she said, are you sure? Are you sure? I said, I don't know, but I already told her, so I can't do it. I'm not going to do it now. And long story short, I got the doll. Long story short, I got the doll. So here she is. Well, I asked that it be sent as a boy. It was listed as a girl. I believe this kit is made to resemble a girl, but I saw all boy. So let's just get into it. And like I just want to kind of say one more thing before we get into it, is that when I kind of like hesitate to talk sometimes about things, it's because I'm thinking, and it's like, does the whole world need to really know what, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that maybe you shouldn't say on here, because as Janice has taught me, is that, not everybody on YouTube is your friend, and not everybody that watches your channel is your friend. And sometimes you just got to be careful what you put out there. And I am taking that advice. because like I said, sometimes it's hard for me to trust people, but then I'm kind of feel like sometimes when I do trust somebody, I'm too trusting. And then I just forget. And I'm like, okay, well, and it's hard to forget when you're a YouTuber that there are many people watching this, including people that don't have your best interests at heart. And that's exactly how Janice put it to me as well, that don't always have your best interest at heart. So, and please don't quote me on that exact word for word because it might be a little different, but that was the idea of what she was trying to tell me. Anyway, beautiful paper. Look at that.
Wow.
Beautiful golden butterflies and a nice pretty thank you sticker in the middle. And I will save this because I like how she just laid this on top of the bubble wrap and not actually like folded it and sealed it with the sticker, because now I could save it. If I had to rip it open, chances are the tissue paper would have ripped and then I couldn't save it. So that's smart thinking. Smart thinking. Smart thinking. Okay. I want to save this, but all right, you know what? We'll just do this. So there is plenty of bubble wrap on top here. There's another layer as well. And so here is a card first that says, well, she uses, I love that. Look at that little thank you seal. I love when they do that. That's like the little wax seal. That's so pretty. I wonder how they do that. I guess they just melt wax, right? And then they must have like a stamper thing, I'm thinking.
No way you just said a stamper thing.
Yeah, a stamper thing. What's so funny about that? It's a stamper thing.
No, it's not. Who calls it a stamper thing?
Me. Me. I call it a stamper thing. Okay, so very funny. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. It says thank you, and there's a big purple flower. I love this flower. I love purple. And another short little disclaimer kind of thing. When I do my box openings, now again, this was not Happy Mail. I purchased these dolls myself. But if there is something in here that I may not use down the line, I'm going to just say it off the bat. So that nobody is shocked or surprised down the line if I put it up for sale. Okay? So. Thank you very much for adopting this baby for me. And she says who the baby is, but I'm not going to say the name, obviously. Kindest regards, Laurie Neil. So I will just say that. That is the artist, Laurie Neil. I've never had a doll from this artist before. I've never seen her work in person before. So this is totally new. Let's just put that here. Let me take a sip of seltzer. So now you all know the artist.
Yeah, you do.
And nobody go peek now at the dolls that she's recently sold. No peeking. Just watch the video.
Stop. Just stop.
Okay. And she did send it as a boy. Oh, but all right, Stitch. You want to come and take a peek? So we got more bubble wrap. I will say this. She really, really packaged this baby beautifully. It is in a longer brown rectangle box, not a flat rate square box. So at first, when I first picked up the box, it did feel a little lighter than expected. But I think now that maybe it might have just been because of the way the doll is distributed through the box. Instead of it all being like, usually when you get a flat rate like my other baby is in, that might give you a clue as to where that baby is from. But, excuse me. So that baby is in the flat rate priority box. So it's kind of more, how do you want to say? Squished? Not squished. Rolled? Not rolled. What is the word I'm trying to say? Like cuddled? No, not cuddled. Like rolled up. Like smashed up. Rolled and no. I don't know. So we have lots of tissue paper. Thank you, Laurie, because I could definitely use tissue paper all the time. And you know I always like to sniff all my boxes.
Ew.
And it does not smell one way or the other, so that's good. I'd rather it smell like nothing than badly. Oh, look at this. How cute is this, Ethan? Look. Oh, Stitch, no. No. Oh, this is cute. Look at this, guys. It's an elephant pillow. And I actually just... Did I give away that pillow? Oh, no. I had to actually throw it away because my husband, whenever he's cleaning, I always tell him, especially like our kitchen's like right over here. And so when he's spraying down the counters with Lysol, I tell him, you have to be careful because the Lysol stream, while you think it's all going on the counter, it travels, right? Because it's a spray. Be careful, be careful. And wouldn't you know it, thank God I had no babies over there. So I was able to wash the blanket, the whatever I had on that side of the chair over here. But I went to smell the pillow and I had to throw it away. I wouldn't even if I had washed it, I still wouldn't feel comfortable using it on my dolls because it's had that, it wasn't, it probably just a little stream of it, little mist, little mist of it probably just got on it, but I threw it away anyway. I wasn't even gonna bother. But, so I needed a new pillow. Long story short. Or short story long. That's what I do, is a short story long instead of the other way. So that is really cute. What?
Can I feel it?
Are you gonna give it back?
Mm-hmm.
No. Do you promise, Stitch? Because this is not meant for you. Okay, you could use it. So this is adorable. I really like this. What is this for? Now I'm trying to be completely transparent here. I do very much like this pillow. Okay? But that's not to say that you'll never see it for sale. Okay? So we're going to just keep here. We're just going to keep that in mind with everything. Unless I, you know.
It's so soft.
Okay. More tissue paper. Stitch. See, I knew he was going to do that. You're sleeping on the new elephant pillow. Aw, he does look cute. Oh, maybe I'm going to take that picture for the photo, for the cover. And Ethan, my son Ethan, is great at editing my videos. Love that he's been doing that. He did that for me in a couple videos now. He loves putting that stuff in the video because he gets to pick the things he wants, crazy things, you know, SpongeBob or whatever he puts in there to go with whatever I'm saying, you know. It was really good though. See, I just tried to say two words at the same time, shocked and surprised. And so what came out was surprise, whatever. Okay, that's what happens. So, but I was surprised. I didn't know he could do it like that. That well. I know. And yeah, he's very good at the editing part. Lots of tissue paper, really beautiful. Okay. So there really isn't, which I'm pretty sure I read anyway. There not really a box opening with this baby. So this is what he came with. In this, we got diapers, a hat. It looks like in my most favorite color. So here, I'll just say off the bat, this is probably not staying because
it's not even yellow.
It is yellow.
That's not yellow.
To me, it's yellow. It looks brand new, but it's so this looks like a brand new hat to me. It reminds me of Winnie the Pooh. So maybe Stitch would like to wear this to bed.
What?
You would like this hat?
Yeah.
So you could look like Winnie the Pooh? All right, well, after I open the stuff, okay? Because I just want to make sure the baby doesn't need a hat because, well, you'll see. Oh, these are cute. These are cute diapers. I like the bunnies on them, but I don't how do I put this? I'm trying to put it nicely, Ethan. Help me, okay? Because sometimes I may come across as I'm not grateful with something or thankful, but I also want to make it known that, like, I won't use these. So I'm going to make it known up front that somewhere down the line, I might have this in a bundle with the clothes or what have you. Because I don't use...
Does it look like someone peed?
No, I might use them for myself. I mean, no.
No, stop.
No, I bought my own big box of Depends yesterday, okay? I was actually shocked how, like, big the box was. I mean, there are, like, 40, I think, in there or something like that. But it's pretty, yeah. But anyway, well, we're not going to talk about my large diapers on this video. Well, I already did, but not how large they were. But you know what I mean. Anyway. Look, you know your mother by now, okay? What do? I talk and talk and talk. And sometimes I talk with my coffee. Sometimes I talk with my hot dogs. Sometimes I just keep talking with nothing. Sometimes I talk with more. Sometimes I talk with less. My viewers love me. My viewers love to come and spend time with me. They bring their coffee over to watch me. And I am so grateful for them. I really am, guys. I'm so thankful that you guys really... I say this on every video, and I've always meant it. That I love that you guys spend time with me. And I love that I'm able to spend time with you guys as well. Yes, Stitch. You want one of these?
How'd you know?
Wait, now you need a diaper?
Yeah.
All right, here. Here, how about I'm going to put this all together. Wait. I'm going to put the diapers back in here. I love these organza bags, too. Okay, so... This is a beautiful bag. Look at this. It's just the white organza, but then she put the flower wreath around it, and it says thank you. I don't know if she buys them like that, but that's really pretty. I think I will keep this. I like this one.
Wow.
Oh, and I'm happy I got a cream-colored honey bug. Isn't that cute? I think it's like... No, I like this. This isn't yellow. This is like an off-white color. I think the cap might be cream color. And then the actual base is white. Or, you know, it's a two-tone. It's not meant to be the same color. But that's very pretty. Thank you. I like this. I will keep this. I will keep this one. I will keep it. Okay. So the hat, we're not sure of, but we're going to keep that here for now. This I do like, and I may keep that. The diapers... Probably no.
For me.
Here, Stitch. You catch.
Oh.
Okay. So, I'm going to take the baby out because I think that's all that's in here. But she or he. See, and Christina, that's, here. Oh, the blanket is yellow. So, that will go.
It's just yellow.
But I just wanted to say, see, that's what I mean. The way the box was, it was distributed the way... And I wasn't sure if she had sent anything else with the baby itself. So it made it seem like it wasn't. But now holding the baby, because Christina was like, watch, you're going to be surprised, you know. Because sometimes that happens. But see, the box is really big. I just want to show you guys if I could fit it all in here. But the box is really big. So I think that kind of threw it off too. So, beautifully wrapped in bubble wrap. And you know what? I'm kind of just going to put this over here for now. Because I'm going to use that for the next box opening, but okay. Yeah, I think what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to do a separate video for the other box. This way, if I want to post both of them today, I will. If I only want to post the one, I will. This way, it gives me more of a option rather than have everything together.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this video, by the time I'm done opening this baby and talking about the baby, it'll probably be over an hour, and I don't want to make my video too long. I'm going to try and make them more even. You know, but that, you know, that could change, you know. It really all depends, again, on my time. This is actually a nice furry blanket, and even, I mean, it's not too yellow. It's not a bright yellow,
Really?
so that's good. What?
But you sell the hat.
Well, no, it matches. It matches, so we'll see. We'll see. I think maybe the artist did this because, again, it was listed as a girl, so maybe she didn't have a lot of boy stuff. To send it, you know? So maybe she had more gender neutral thing.
You like my diaper?
Stitch.
You like my diaper?
Guys, I wish you could see Stitch in the diaper. Oh, well, if Stitch, if you would like to come over here, And then while you're up, please get my chocolate from the freezer because I would really like a piece of chocolate. I will give you a piece, Stitch, if you.
Oh, okay. You don't get that.
But I am so far, I want to say, enjoying the kids being home for summer. They really have not been misbehaving that much. I mean, nothing more than usual, so that's good. Yeah. Oh, wait, I don't want to take the, oh no, I don't know if there's a diaper on her head. I keep saying her because it was listed as a girl. But, wow, very well packaging. I have to look at a cocoon over there. Look at that. Put that, can you do me a favor, Stitch, before we unveil the baby here? Can you just
show them my baby?
Just put all this stuff in that box for me, okay? All this. What? No, I am not done. Are you done?
Can I keep this bubble wrap?
Yes, you may keep bubble wrap. Okay, I'm keeping this. Okay. So we're going to eat a piece of chocolate, and then we're going to open the baby.
Do you like my baby?
I'm still on a video, so here, Ethan, how about... No, I don't want you touching the chocolate, because I don't want to... Well, I'm just saying, I don't want to get all... Yeah, just back up. Just back up.
I'm trying to show my baby.
Oh, that's right, you're going to show your diaper. All right, hold on. I don't really want to touch it. You know what? Let's just get through the box first. Let's just get through the box. Go ahead. Show your diaper so I can open the baby. Go ahead.
Diaper.
So there's Stitch in his diaper.
Thank you.
Okay. So, it's nice that Danny's being quiet back there. And I am probably not going to put any new nails on after these come off. These have been on for over 10 days. But, I mean, I had to reglue a couple. This is a beautiful bow. Look at that. That's very pretty. And I might put this on whatever baby sells. Oh, and that's an option too. I could always reuse this blanket on the for sale baby. This is actually really pretty, and I've actually seen this blanket on Amazon before. The pattern, it's like a heart pattern. I don't know if you guys could see that. It's a heart pattern in the. It's a heart print.
It is?
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that. But anyway. Can I ask what you're doing? Oh, okay. Okay. What do you think? So, this is a cuddle baby. So, there is no, like showing limbs first or anything like that. So, I'm going to get a sip of seltzer. I'm so thirsty.
You're so thirsty? Really?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be saying you're thirsty when you're drinking something.
What? I wasn't.
You just changed.
Yeah, but
like, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty. Ugh.
This does not make fun of mom hour. Okay.
I wish it was.
Really cute outfit on the baby, and I do love the outfit, and I will be keeping the outfit.
Is it yellow?
No, it is blue. If it was yellow, I would not be keeping it. This is so cute with the teddy bear and the teddy bear feet. Okay. So I'm just going to take the baby out. Oh, okay. Now, I will say I was not sure. This is a different kind of cuddle body than what I'm used to. So, from the looks on the listing, here's Stitch. For the looks on the listing. All right, we'll just leave this like this for now. Okay, so on the listing, I'm still on the video, okay, guys? On the listing, the body, again, is not something I'm used to, so it kind of looked bulky. But I always figured that I could always buy a Reggie's cuddle body if it was that much of an issue once it got here. Also, I have weighting that I can add. So while the doll isn't as heavy as I usually, would like my cuddle babies, that's an easy fix. But like like the legs and the arms are mostly polyfill. So the only glass beads or weighting that is in this doll, the head is heavy, which is a plus. That's good. But I think there might be one little bag in the body, and then literally from the wrist down is beads. That's it. This is all polyfill. Same with the leg. So the only part that's beads is the foot, and then this is polyfill from the ankle all the way up. I am not used to that because with Anna's babies, they are at least halfway full of beads. So that does add weight. Now, there is no way for me to fix that part of this baby because I wouldn't know how. The legs and the arms, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take this off, are on those plastic disc pieces. So there's no way to get more beads in there unless somebody tells me how, because that I haven't done before. The head is heavy, which again, which I said is a plus. I, for now, can just take the extra beads that I have, and that's exactly what I'm going to do after this video, is put the more weighting inside the body, because at least then it'll give it some more weight. And there's a lot of, I don't know what this is down here exactly. I don't know if it's just polyfill. It almost feels like a squishy. Ethan, it feels like a squishy, this doll.
A squishy.
Yeah, like here. It feels like, are you looking at me? It feels like a squishy here. It doesn't feel like, the glass beads are actually in the back right here, which I think is odd, unless it's separated somehow of how that wouldn't fall. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to open, which I do with all my babies anyway, except Anna's babies, because I trust her. I know where the doll is coming from. I've gotten babies from her for years. So, any other dolls, whether they're cuddle babies or not, I always pop the heads off when I get them, just to make sure there's nothing in there that's, Now, I do know on the listing, I believe it said that the weighting material is not only glass beads, but steel pellets. And I have never come across that either. So I don't know exactly what that is, but I guess I'll find out. So the outfit itself is beautiful. I do love this outfit. It's really pretty. My favorite, side snap. I'm glad that it's not a zippered outfit. And it has this cute little tan teddy bear, and it looks like he's wearing a little suit. And I want to say this is by Little Me, I think. The material itself is nice as well, even though it's cotton. It has like that eyelet material, kind of like little see-through like pinholes or whatever it is. So this outfit is a plus. I do like it, and I will be keeping this one. It is by Little Me. See, I knew that. And this is a preemie outfit. Oh, wow. Okay. So also I had ordered the Reggie's Cuddle Body, but then I canceled it because number one, I wasn't sure if I could afford it. So I canceled it out, and then I figured if it, let me see how the body is first, if I could kind of fix it to how I want it, if this is the one that's staying. So that was the factor too, is that why, get the cuddle body when I'm not sure 100% yet that this is the one that's staying. So a couple things factored into that. I did kind of want to have it here because a lot of times for me, the weighting and the body of the doll make all the difference. But again, I can always add that later on if need be. And I'm kind of glad I didn't, because honestly, the way the pictures were, it made me feel like this body was going to be a lot more bulky. It kind of had like football player vibes when, on the pictures. I'm surprised Ethan didn't laugh at me when I said that. Foot player. Ethan?
Oh.
exactly. Okay, so now before we look at the body, because I am going to take the outfit off so I can show you what kind of cuddle body this baby has. Um, we are going to, and the hands are kind of big. The hands are big, but that's okay. We're going to actually do the reveal, the face reveal, and see what baby this is. So would anybody like to guess? I'm actually going to let you know who the, you know what? I didn't see any paperwork. And Ethan, just double check that box for me for paperwork. Now, I know it's a cuddle baby, and a lot of times cuddle babies don't come with an actual COA, but I thought that it said on there that it did. What kind of checking is that?
There was nothing.
No, you got to make sure you take the flaps up on the bottom, make sure it didn't get stuck underneath. What kind of checking is that? He like literally took one of the 1,000 sheets of tissue paper up and said nope and sat back down.
There's nothing in here.
Lift up the bottom flaps.
Nothing.
Okay, I'm not sure if I know that cuddle babies don't always come with them. A lot of times Anna makes her own birth certificates, so I don't know. But the doll is authentic, and I will tell you the sculptor's name, and that is Laurie Eagles. I always usually love her sculpts, Laurie Eagles. In fact, she also sculpted Ashia, and I love that sculpt. Ashia, she also sculpted Quimby, and that is an adorable sculpt. So by now, you might be able to guess who this is. Maybe not. But I am looking forward, not backward. So this is a kit that I've never had before by an artist I've never seen before in person. Her work, and it's a sculpt that I never thought I would own. Simply because again, you'll see. Feeling the head is actually, I would say, smaller than what I envisioned for this sculpt. So I'm really not sure how I'm going to feel. So let's just get to it, right? That's the only way. It's the only way to see. Okay, so I think I'm going to look at the baby first. Like I usually do. That's what I usually do when I open my babies. Because I want to look at the baby first and give a genuine reaction. If I was to see it in there first, it's kind of hard to tell looking that way, All right, here we go. Let me take a sip of seltzer. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I'm nervous but excited. I'm so excited but nervous too. And it will be okay when we open up the babes.
What?
Do I like this outfit? Yes, I do. Do I like these diapers? No, I don't. Are you gonna like the baby? Don't we know? We're gonna find out. So let's go. Okay. In case anybody doesn't know, that's from Coco Melon. Okay. Without further delays, here we go.
What?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Stop it.
All right.
Could you?
All right, here we go, guys. One.
I'm so scared.
I can feel her skin already, and I love the texture. I will say that off the bat. Love the texture. Love the texture. Ooh, very nice texture.
What?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. This baby looks very realistic. Well, just had a fuzzy fly up my nose from the diaper. Oh my gosh. Fuzzy up my nose. I do have to use like some water and a little toothbrush to kind of get her eyelashes kind of down there, but see, pictures just don't do these dolls, I feel, justice. I don't know if you guys can tell by the back of the head who this is yet. Definitely looks like a boy.
Really?
And like, I don't know, just from the expression, like, okay, when I first seen this baby, I thought it reminded me a lot of Daniel. But the facial expression itself reminds me a lot of Ethan. So it's kind of like a combination, really, of the two. The hair is painted beautifully. I did not think that this baby would. Now, I don't know. I'm going to show you guys who it is, but this side, somebody's going to have to tell me. Christina, you're going to have to tell me if this is like a defect or that's the sculpt of this baby. But the head on this side is very like caved in. I don't know if it's because of the expression or if that's extreme. But either way, it to me looks a little bit deformed.
Show them the baby.
Stop. I want to be able to enjoy the baby first. It's a cute baby. It is a cute baby. Ready? Look at the hair. The hair is really cute. It's really cute. It's nicely done. It's very nicely done. I was like in the pictures, it looked very real, like especially from the side. It kind of looked raised almost. That, oh wow. I love the texture. Love the texture. Okay, I can see now why people went crazy over this kit. But again, it depends on who does it. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2. This looks like Daniel when they pulled him out. It does. It does look like him. Ready? Ethan, you ready for the baby?
No.
I am very excited. I didn't think I would like the baby. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is going to be the problem here. Because I really love this baby. I do. I do love the baby. This does look like Daniel. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2. Ethan, you want to see it first?
No.
Here.
It just said no.
What do you think? Here we go. Here we go. Ready, guys? Go. Feet.
What the?
Feet.
No, wait, you just feet.
So, guys, it is Gracie May. It is the Gracie May sculpt by Laurie Eagles. And I never, in a zillion years, thought that I would get this kit. Never. Because it just didn't appeal to me the way other kits were painted. To me, it looked just like not a good kit. The way this baby's painted, it looks like Daniel. And his name probably will be Daniel. It looks a lot like him. And I'm going to have to get baby pictures to show side by side. And I'll probably put that on Instagram. But this definitely is a little meatball. He is a little meatball.
I want to be a meatball.
And I never liked the crying sculpts. Okay? I just wasn't for the criers. Because to me, it's like, you know, their face doesn't change, and it's kind of like a helpless feeling because every time you look at the baby, he's crying, you know? So it's like, oh, there's nothing you could do to soothe him or to make him feel better in any way because he's always going to be crying. This baby just looks a little bit pissed. He doesn't look completely sad or upset or crying or like he needs something. He just looks a little bit pissed, which is fine. Which is fine. I think I can handle a little bit pissed. Now, what I don't know for sure, and somebody's going to have to tell me, which I don't really have an issue with it. It's just that, you know, the both sides are very different of the head. And I would think because the expression is the same on both sides that the head wouldn't do this, but it could be the you know, maybe it was a seconds kit, or maybe it happened during the baking process, or whatever it may be. But maybe that's why she chose to do the hairline like that. I'm not sure. Again, it has that indentation here, but not as much as here on the left side. So if somebody can tell me, I'm going to ask Christina too as soon as I'm done with the video. If this side is supposed to be dented in that much. I don't know if you guys can see. If I do that, you could kind of see more. See how it's more like definitely the hair painting kind of covers that. But look at that, guys. The painting, look at the lips. He has a slightly open mouth. He probably could take a modified pacifier. Now this baby, I don't know if she took it out or not, but this baby originally had a magnet in the top of the head for a hair bow. So let's see if that's left. Well, let me see first if this is the right side. I don't even think that's the right side for the... No. But look how cute. Oh my goodness. I am completely, pleasantly surprised with this doll. Completely. Like, completely. Definitely looks like Daniel. And that's what his name would be, Daniel. The other one, hey, if I'm lucky, might look like Ethan. And then I'll be all set. But we'll see when we open that one. No, see, that was the right way. I don't think the Honeybug pacifier is going to work for this kit. Let me see if I have another pacifier here. I don't want to unplug you guys there neither. Let's just see. I'm also going to try the hat on him. There we go. See, that's way better. Actually, this matches better. So there are a couple different pacifier options for this face. Oh, no, see that full. So I think because of the way the mouth is, this one would probably be best. See, this, oh, that does look like Daniel. Oh my God. Wow. So again, you probably could modify a pacifier. Let me try the hat. But I love the hair, so there's no... The coloring is fantastic. The only thing I would change is the weighting. And this baby is definitely what I needed right now in my life. It's for sure.
Really?
This baby definitely brightened my mood. For sure. This baby is so cute. Oh my gosh. Wait till I show Daniel. He is going to be like, Mommy, that's me. Oh. Now, again, the pacifier thing is going to be a little tricky with this doll. But I will continue to try to find... The painting is wow. Like, I do got to fix his eyelashes. I want to show you guys his cuddle body. Maybe I'll just take one arm out just to show you what I mean by the teddy bear joints. But I'm sure you guys realize that. I don't know, what is this? Let's... Do I have something? I mean, the painting is not, you know, perfect by any means. I don't think any doll's painting is perfect. But my gosh, this doll looks super realistic, the sculpt. Super realistic. Laurie Neil never disappoints with her dolls. I will say that. Wow. He looks so real, guys, doesn't he? Wow. The painting is great, Laurie, if you're watching this. The painting is great. I'm sorry, guys. I'm speechless. Like, and Daniel was born with a lot of like this, I don't know what to call it, but a lot of that, like, kind of, oh, I don't know how to say it. A lot of texture to this painting, a lot of texture, but not overly done. And I would much rather have a textured baby with zero shine, which this has zero shine, except for obviously the lip area and a little around the nose and in the corner of the eye, but it's still just barely there. So it's not, it doesn't look like dewy or glossed or anything. It just has that slight, but wow, like this, I'm in shock right now. Doesn't this baby look like it's my baby? Look at him.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah.
See? Ethan even agrees.
I'm just saying that.
No. No, don't just say that.
Okay, I'm joking. He does.
Doesn't he look like one of my babies? Look.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta find baby pictures of you both because it does, again, it gives me that like Ethan vibe with his facial expression because Ethan was always like this. Mr. Snooty over there.
Are you making fun of me?
But Ethan didn't have, well, he did have the dark hair, but not, Ethan's was more lighter brown than, like, Jack and Danny had the dark hair like this. But Danny didn't have this much hair on his head anyway. He had this kind of hair all over his back, all over his neck, his shoulders. And then his hair was very, 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 very short, but dark. So that, if it was rooted, I would say no, because then, it wouldn't be. No doll, unless you get it customized to look exactly like the baby picture, is going to turn out exact. And even then, it's not going to be exact. So, this is really, 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 really close. Really, really close.
Really.
To how Daniel looked as a baby without doing like an exact custom match. And that's a large, what is wrong with me? My words said that's a large part of why when I seen the doll, I was attracted to the doll itself because it looked like one of my babies. And so I wasn't so focused on the sculpt of it at first. And I didn't even know it was Gracie May at first. I thought it might have been like Odessa or there's another crier actually by Laurie Eagles, but I forgot that one's name. I was actually thinking of Odessa to get as a portrait baby. Wow, guys, if I mess up my words one more time, it must be getting real hot in here now. It's the afternoon. Oh, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, and don't say I'm not thirsty. I'm thirsty. I'm gonna have a piece of chocolate and I'm gonna get something to eat. I think an actual meal. Maybe. I don't know.
Almost 5.
Is it really?
It's 4:30.
Shit. Well, it's just that it's so hard for me to like say, okay, I'm gonna come back on here tomorrow and open the other box, because that may never happen, and I'm not waiting another 5 days to open it. So,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna do my best to make the other video, even if I don't post both today, just so that I'm able to get them out of the way, because I don't know when I'm gonna have. But I'm sure my husband's gonna come out here soon. Are you done yet? Are you done yet? No. No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna go show them this baby, and then I'm gonna do the other box, I think. But wow, Thank you so much, Laurie Neil. If anybody wants to go check out Laurie's work, she is on reborns.com. And I'm not sure if she has a Facebook or an Instagram or any of that. I am not in. I don't do Facebook. I never have for the dolls. I don't do Facebook. I don't do Instagram groups anymore. I don't do anything like that. I have my friends that I talk one on one with, and through whether that be Instagram, email, or what have you. So I don't know if she is on any of those platforms, but I do know she's on reborns.com, and her work is superb. Is that how you say it? Is that the word? Superb or suburb? No, it's superb, right? Superb. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I try to use these fancy words and I really don't know how to pronounce them correctly, but I just know the I don't know, New York Italian way to pronounce them. I don't know how I grew up to pronounce them. That's just, like accessories. That's just how I've always said it. My kids make fun of me. They're like, that's not how you say it. It's, how is it? Access. How do you say it?
Accessories.
Why do you have to put the X in there? There's no X in there.
That's
right? It's accessories. No, it's A, right? CC, right? Accessories. I don't see the X in there at all.
You don't have to put the X. That's just how
I don't see how that would be pronounced. I can't even say it. Accessories. Come on. I'm serious. Accessories? That doesn't make any sense. Accessories.
No.
Give me that. I want to show everybody what I made yesterday in arts and crafts class.
It's accessories.
I bought Danny a bunch of arts and crafts stuff, accessories, yesterday.
Say X.
I bought him pipe cleaners. I bought him some. We got 2 sets of markers, like the thin markers, like not the bigger ones. And then I got felt, like the white felt that we use for the backing of the pacifiers. I bought sheets of those in all different colors, red and blue and brown and whatever other colors, okay? Purple. And then I got we already had the glue sticks and tape and all that. What else did we get? Tissue paper. I got all different colored tissue paper. You have to see, guys. Maybe I'll bring them on after he completes the set. But so far, he's made 3 of the amazing digital circus characters out of felt and tissue paper and pipe cleaners alone. And these things look awesome, like so great. And it kept him occupied. He's still doing them because he only made 3, I think. Kept him busy all day. And I knew that would keep him busy all day. So I was like, yes. I spent about around $10, give or take a little bit, on these supplies. That kept him busy all day. And we were able to do it together. And he was able to make toys. So many toys with it. So that's completely worth it in my book. His school shoes came yesterday and a couple of his shirts. And, I still have a long ways to go with school shopping. I just scratched the surface. But this is what I made. I made this Ragged the Spider. Now, in case you don't know who Ragatha is, she is kind of like Raggedy Ann, but in today's day. So she's kind of like pink and purple, and she has, one button eye. I think, I have her over here. I think she's in my... Anyway, so she keeps me company at night, Ragatha. And so I made this kind of wig for her. Wig or whatever, out of pipe cleaners with her little bow. So there's my Raggedy Ann wig. So I made that. I knew you were going to say that.
Put it on.
Yeah, sure. Make fun of me. So there's my... Actually, it doesn't look that bad.
That's a good accessory.
That's a very good accessory. So...
No, accessory.
Accessory. All right, you like my accessory? Okay.
Accessory.
So this is my new baby Daniel. And he's going to say, can't we name it Danny? because that's all he ever wants to be called is Danny. But no, this one will be Daniel. And so then I'm going to do the other box opening, hopefully. If you don't see it posted tonight, that means I just didn't upload it. Or I decided, or something happened in between and I can't do it. So, you know. Anyway, minute 20. I don't want to make it too long. I'm going to go show my new baby off. My new baby. And that's it. Show my new baby. My new baby. And I think Danny's going to really love this baby. So, guys, it was so nice. Oh, see, the pacifier falls right off, so most likely, I think... Oh, that's what I wanted to see, if there was still a magnet in the head. And then we'll go. Oh, yes, there is, see? Actually stays better on his head. See? I've never had one with a magnet bow. That's why I think that's the only thing that bummed me out a little bit about changing this to a boy. Was that it's the first time I ever got a actually that spot, this indent, it looks like it's becoming a little bit better, so maybe just the way it was moved around in the box, maybe just, you know, and then when I pop the head off, that might actually make it better too. So I will be doing that and adding my pantyhose of weight in the body. And yeah. So there you go, everybody. There's my little baby boy. My little baby boy. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. Honestly, Ethan, he's so cute. It's so cute. I didn't think I would like him, but he's so cute. I'm so glad that I decided to get him. I'm so glad that I have an enabling friend, Christina, okay, who said, "Are you sure you want to let that one go?" And I was like, "Oh, shouldn't I?" And I went along with it. You know why? Because I always enable Christina too. And whenever she asked me, "Should I get this baby? Should I get this baby?" I'm like, "Go for it! Go for it, Christina! Get it! You deserve it!" So that's why I said, "Let me just get him." So thank you again to Laurie Neil. Thank you again to all my viewers and friends that have stood by me and supported me and continue to support my channel. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope that you will come back to see the next box opening. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends about Little Meatballs Nursery, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, everybody? Take care. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye, Stitch. Stitch, you want to say bye?
I'm sleeping.
Oh, he's sleeping on his new elephant pillow. And he's using bubble wrap as a blanket.
He has no blanket.
Well, I was going to give him this one. Okay. All right, everybody. Bye-bye. Take care.